All right, let's move on now and do our stippled version down here. Um, as I, when you're to the point where you've done all the cross hatching and everything, you can go back in and refine with your pen, go in and get some of the edges refined a little bit more. Um, I kind of lost a little bit of the roundness of the form right here. It kind of looks more like a rock, kind of maybe than an egg, but um, so we don't want, what we do not want is a hard, solid outline around the whole thing, right? But if you can come in with just some thinner lines or something around the edge, not a complete even-handed line around the whole thing, but that can be a way to just kind of refine it and get those edges in a little bit more. All right, let us go for egg number 2, the stippled egg. So you can move it around if you want. You can change the view of it if you wish. But pretty much, same approach in terms of the pose of the subject, but just the different technique. So I might just have it face a little bit different way, but starting off, and you want it to be, at least life size, if not a little bigger. But with the stippling, again, don't go too big, because unless you've got an excellent multi-part podcast that you are dying to listen to, because this does take some time. So again, you can put that background in if you wish, and that cast shadow that's coming off of there, let's have that go that way. All right. So, oops, I almost forgot. And with this, we've got our, maybe I don't want to make the same mistake I did up there. I want to round that out a little bit more. And I've got my highlight. I've got a couple of lights in the room that reflect off of that surface. Okay. That's enough of that. All right, so same thing, we're looking at where the core shadow is, where the darkest darks are, and we just want to start putting in some of those values. But remember, with this, it's slow and steady, and I might just come up where some of those darkest darks are and start to get those in. But the thing to watch for and guard against when you're working with stippling is getting a hard set, just like doing an outline, like you're just making a line that's in dots, and so you just like go and do dots all the way around everything. That will make a line instead of an edge. We're looking for values that start and stop, and that's what creates our edges, right? So just start putting it down, but don't go more kind of in a mass, as opposed to, again, making lines, lines of dots, little soldier dots marching along. I think I might come up to this line. Oh, and I just did what I told you not to do. But this is a process. Just slow down. If you've left this until 11:30 on Sunday night, you're gonna be up kind of late. But can you see how you can start to get this, a sense of an edge here? underneath. So I can continue this down. I won't have you stick around for this whole thing, I don't think, because it's kind of like watching paint dry on a cold day. But so as I come up onto the subject with the core shadow, you'll probably find, most people find that they have more control. They feel like they have more control with this than they do with the cross hatching. Because it's a slower process, you're not putting so much down at one time. And so you put something down, and then you put some dots down, and then you can come back and say, oh, that was maybe a little bit too much or not enough, or I could blend that over here. And it's an incremental process, more so than hatching is. So that's about how it goes. So again, leave yourself a good amount of time and a good movie that maybe you've watched several times before, so you don't have to totally pay attention. Good podcast, good concert, whatever, and just go for it and enjoy. So value scale, cross-hatched, value scale, stippled, 1 egg cross-hatched, 1 egg stippled, and that's the complete assignment. All right, enjoy it.